My goodness, I just got out of this home here in Destin, Florida, here in Crystal Beach, and oh my goodness, this is a 2024 brand new build, and some of the features in here are pretty astounding. And just in a little bit, we're gonna go tour this entire home and show you everything that you can expect for a brand new build out here in Destin, here in Crystal Beach. But before we get into it, if you are looking to move to the Destin area, or maybe you're just looking for a second home, or looking for a place that's a second home that you can rent out most of the time, this is one of these luxury homes right here that you're going to have opportunity to take a look at or even bid on. It is available now. It is an unseasonably cold day here in January at the beginning of 2025, and this one is still available. I'm going to give you the price. I'm going to give you their gross net income that comes in from this each and every year. You want to stick around to the end of the video because I've got all that information and more about the community coming right at you. But in the meantime, as you can see, we've got our golf cart here. We're going to end up going for a little drive, little vlog tour down on Crystal Beach because that's where we're at here. But before we go into that, we're going to walk through this home. We're going to take a look at all the different amenities. Now, I have a cheat sheet here because there are so many things that I want to go over with you. So this is an 8-bedroom. It's 9.5 bath. You believe that? It has got a ton of different storage space, whether you're looking for this for you and your family and all those fun people that are going to be visiting you because you moved to Florida. It's our cold, maybe not your cold, depending upon where you live. You're going to have plenty of space for them. If you've got a big family and have like a comfortable living together, man, this is going to be it. So let's go ahead and I'm going to turn this camera around and let's get to it. Here's our golf cart. Well, gonna go for a ride in that here in a little bit, but I just want to show you the beginning part here. You can see that there are at least 2 balconies on the front, and there are actually 4 on the back side as well for everybody to get out to. Ton of different parking out here, as you can see, plenty of space. Palm trees, which you would expect in Florida. And most of the neighbors, well, they've got similar sort of constructions and everything like that. Let's go into this. Let's take a look at this entryway. You know, you got a big glass door, which is going to help you with getting a lot of natural light in there. And you'll also see here that we have pressure treated wood to give that accent to the property and really make that new look. So follow me. Let's go ahead and go into this home and we'll really see what this is all about. Let's go. All right, so the thing that I immediately see when I come in here, obviously we've got the lights and we have a luxury vinyl floor as we first come in here. But the thing that really gets me about this area is these ceilings are super tall. All right, it feels like I'm walking into a mansion here. But we've got lots of different spaces to uncover. So first of all, let's go and let me give you just a little look. You're outside there. Again, really nice, right? But let's walk into our first bedroom. So one of the things that I see immediately in here is there are a ton of natural lighting that comes in here. We do have ceiling fans in each and every room, which is good because unlike today, it is usually super, super warm out there, right? This has the same flooring throughout the entire home. Now, if you are looking to get a second home vacation rental here in Florida, if you're coming from another state, you can actually include all the furnishings within a contract. That's right. So for real property and private property, they can be in the same contract. But one thing I'm going to show you throughout this house is there are just so much storage space. It goes all the way up too. If you believe it. And you can see we had some space for kiddos in here. When I see that, I just think mess because I'm a dad myself. All right, so in almost every single bedroom in here, there is an access to either a shared or a private bath. So this is the first floor, right? The first floor, first bedroom, and it's got a private bath. This does have dual vanities. For those that don't speak real estate, that means 2 sinks. And again, we see that accented wood. This is one of the things that this builder has put together to really make this pop. And they did a really great job, whoever staged this, on making this look really good for renters. And because we need this to make this durable, we want to make sure it's full of quality materials. And most of the time I look at these and I say, hey, you know, this is probably wasted storage because there's a sink right there. But actually, it's not. See, they actually put, you know, the slide in here so you can use all this space, which is really impressive in this entire home. Here you can also see we have a very large, see, it's still like how high you want to stack stuff, right? You can put plenty of storage in here. And this is a rather deep shower. Now, most of these are gonna be like this. It's got the glass shower that comes in here, right? And then you have the shower head on the other side. So I'm not sure if this video is doing it justice, but there is a ton of space in here. Custom tile job in here. Really looks nice. Okay, so let's venture out. We're gonna go into bedroom number 2. And you're like, Tim, these are probably all the same bedrooms, right? They're just carbon copies of one another. Actually, they're not. They're not. These ones up in the front, because of those front exposures to the window, we still get a lot of really natural light in here. These are very sizable bedrooms that we have down here. And this one's got a deeper closet in here. Lots of extra space. Again, its own lighting. Now this one's unique because this bedroom on the first floor connects to where everybody else has access to a bathroom for the main area in the first floor. So it's a Jack and Jill to the rest of the house, but this does have a tub shower combo. Now, a lot of the different homes that you're gonna see around here just have the stand-up custom showers, but they did a really good job putting this together. It almost looks like a spa. Like, look at this. This looks like a spa. Obviously, if you've got kids and family members, especially teenagers, they'll treat it as a spa. But anyway, you could definitely get and have plenty of time for a bath or for a shower in here. That tub shower combo, custom built. And as you can see, there's a theme here. It's all throughout the house. You'll see that there's tile. There's nice tile throughout here. And in this bathroom, the commode is actually out in the open with everything else, right? Now, interestingly enough, here you'll see that this isn't just a cookie cutter in here. There is a cutout, and that's because there's the stairs right above it, but it actually looks really nice. Okay, now before I go into the kitchen, I want to show you down here too. This is something that I really love about this home, and especially if you have a bunch of people staying here, this is not the only laundry. But I do love that there is laundry on the first floor, right? But you're like, Tim, I gotta carry it up. There's 3 stairs. Well, there's a surprise over there. There's another laundry room, but we'll get to that. Now, most of the time when you purchase these types of home, especially these vacation rentals, another great bit of storage, like an extra pantry area. Well, that is the pantry. Most of all the appliances, all the furnishings will come with the unit. That's actually part of the price. So we're gonna go through this kitchen a lot more here in a bit. And I'm gonna go through some features that you're definitely gonna wanna stick around for. But I wanna show you all around this first floor. We're gonna go up to the 3rd floor here in a minute, but I wanna give you a little preview of the outside here, which we will go out later, and the living room. All right, but we're gonna go up the stairs and we're gonna continue on our tour. However, I do want to show you that in this home, see there's a lock on here? This is an owner's closet. So if you've never owned a vacation rental home, like this little Narnia hole in here, if you guys have seen that movie, this is where you can store all your stuff, and there's tons of storage down there for you, and then rent this out the rest of the time. So you're taken care of, really nice. Okay, so let's head up the stairs. The one thing I love about these stairs already is that it's not carpet. One thing that we do have in our Destin area is tons of that beautiful white sand that gets absolutely everywhere. So if you don't have any carpet in here, this is gonna be a lot easier to maintain, especially when you have wonderful guests in here. All right. So here is the 2nd floor I'm gonna go and show you more of this. I'm super excited to tell you about this specific area, but we're gonna come back to it. We gotta see the rest of the house first. And there are, of course, a couple of other bedrooms, really unique features in here too, that I think you're gonna love. So we're gonna get there. Oh, check out another owner's closet. Tons of space. Now, you see these little doors as I keep walking it by, just to give you a show here. These are all their separate HVAC units, that's heating and cooling units. Now, obviously this is brand new, so they're all new, but there are 3 different HVAC units for temperature control on all different floors. So today it's cool, but during the summer, you wanna regulate that because these upper floors, especially the 3rd floor, man, it can get warm. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you have that regulation so you don't burn up in the summertime and you can really enjoy yourself. Okay, so we're up here on the 3rd floor. Again, tons of storage that we have in here. Another HVAC unit, its own temp control, bar area, which we'll come right back to, but let's talk about these 3 bedrooms that we have up here. Okay, this is kind of cool too. There's a little nook area as well. Little table, more decorative than anything else. Still tall ceilings all throughout this home. But yeah, let's check out this area. What awesome natural light that you get coming from the front of the house, right? And we have an awesome balcony. Yes, we will go out there. But before we do, I want to show some more of this area. So again, you're going to see that same floor. It's all throughout there and the same tiles that we have in each bathroom. Now in here, like I said before, custom tile and stand-up shower. Just absolutely gorgeous. You could fit 2 people in there, you know, if you're into that. You know what I mean. All right, so we've got plenty of space up here. Again, more and more storage as we look into our areas. This is actually really deep, if our camera can really capture it. But absolutely gorgeous. Each one of these 2, if we're looking at the furnishings, if this is something that you're trying to get into, all of those are negotiable within a contract. So if you are interested in purchasing something for a vacation rental, that's why you should reach out to us. Give us a call so that we can talk about what that looks like and what's included and what's not. Okay, let's keep going. So we're gonna walk out for our 3rd floor balcony. My goodness. So this out here is the place to go. You're hanging out, maybe you like to enjoy some vapes, cigarettes, cigars, what have you, but hanging out on this balcony, looking over the Destin skyline back here, sitting on, you know, some of these beautiful, well, see if I can get it in my shot, some of these beautiful just outside chairs. Of course, you could put whatever you want in there. But this is just a great hangout space to have some privacy. And I'll turn this around again. Like you can see, everybody else on the street has these beautiful updated homes as well. So pretty safe here too. This is all metal railing. It's got that pressure treated wood down here. And again, up top, you can see like this looks just absolutely amazing. There's gonna be light in here even when it gets dark. Awesome. So let's venture into the other bedroom. Yes, you can access this balcony from both bedrooms. Woo! All right. So as you can see, these furnishings that the owner and builder had put together in here, they just look great. There's something about all the white for the paint that just makes this area look just so much better, right? Again, ceiling fans in each room, can lightings throughout the house. That's just a fancy way to say that they don't stick out. All right, and another bathroom. Now on the 3rd floor, they put some soft lights in here to really set the mood. Again, if you've got this shower with enough space. Anyway, different custom. So each one, interestingly enough, is not the same. So we have different styles of the tile that they've put into these, and it really makes it look special. All right. So I think this is pretty nice. Every single floor has this wet bar area. Every single one does. So even in here, you have a wine fridge, beer fridge, soda fridge if you're not into delicious libations. Most of them have, well, I guess those are still delicious libations, I guess, just non-alcoholic. But each one here, like it's got an area for coffee, it's got water, it's got all the things that you need to enjoy a party on pretty much every floor. I love this because that's me. I love to go out and have a good time here. But your guests as well, if you have guests, or just yourself to enjoy it. So here's another bedroom that we have up here. Still, surprisingly enough, with one window, it's still super bright. Because this is on the third floor, we see that the ceiling's a little bit different, but it's vaulted, so it still feels super open in comparison to the hallway, which is already pretty open. We have in here our storage. This is actually the smallest closet that we have up here. That's just a standard size closet. And we have another bathroom. So again, just a little bit different of a shower. Same setup as before. You can see that it still has that same sort of ceiling and lights. Lights in every single closet that we have here. Just a beautiful area. We keep talking about baths and you're like, well, we'd like to have the room. Well, I'm sure that if you've ever had family, or you've had, at the time of this video, we just got through the holidays, and maybe you're one of the families that have a ton of people coming through, and have you tried to get kids and adults through the entire house to get ready to go do something, and you only have 1 or 2 baths? No thanks, no thanks. So having all these different bathrooms actually means that everybody's gonna have an opportunity to take their time to get ready, and why not? Why not, right? So we're gonna go down to the next floor down, and we're gonna showcase some things. And I'm excited to show you these because this is one of those features that I was like, man, you know, I haven't really seen anything built out like this in this area. It's one of the newer things that you're gonna see in a 2024 home. I'm also looking down so I don't trip. We're on floor 2 again, and here's the stairs that we came up, just so that we know where we're at. And as I told you before, another laundry room on the 2nd floor. So you only have to track up laundry maybe 1 flight, okay? And that's only to the 3rd floor. So whoever's your able-bodied adult or able-bodied child, teenager, put them up there, all right? All right, so we're about to go into here. I absolutely love this room, but we gotta go through this other bedroom, right? You could see that the furnishings, again, look phenomenal. We're on the 2nd floor. It's got the same look as the 3rd floor, but because of the angle of the sun, and this bedroom's a little bit smaller, but man, it just looks so wide open. It really does. So we're gonna venture over here to another bath. No surprises in here. But oh, look, there is another tub shower combo. Beautiful, right? And whoever decorated the art, I need to give them a high five because they did a great job. Because it feels different in each room. And that really has to do with decor, right? All right, another closet. Plenty of storage in here. And let's take a look outside. We're gonna go onto this balcony. Now, I'll warn you, it's not as cool as the other balcony that we were just on, right? But it's the same layout. It's not as high, so you don't get quite as good as a view, but it still has that same sort of privacy that you have out here. And if you wanna holla at some people on the street, this is a great position to do so as well. Okay, well, let's go inside. This is the room I've been waiting to show you. And I did go ahead and make sure that I got that unlocked. All right, moving on. This is so cool. We know that on the 1st floor, we had plenty of room for everybody to hang out. Like that was a huge space. But not everybody is gonna be on the same page, or not everybody wants to watch what's on that same TV. But this is another family room. So you get another family room in here, and it's got beautiful decorating and plenty of spaces for people to sit. It is its own little place for people to come hang out. So if you've got a separated area, maybe you've got the you know, the kids or other adults or teenagers, and they don't want to hang out with you, or you don't want to hang out with them, this is a great place to come hang out, all right? It does have some more storage over here and tons of different areas here. Again, I'll show you, we still have a wet bar area. We still have a wine fridge, or whatever you want to put in it, fridge, and just tons and tons of extra storage. I can just see myself hanging out here to get away from all the noise that's going on downstairs, right? I know I've certainly been in some of these places where I was just a little too hungover from the night before and just wanted to get away from everybody. Like, this seems like that sort of place just to come hang out. I love to read. If I didn't want to go outside because somebody was running a weed whacker, I could come in here and feel pretty comfortable. Still within the house, but separated from everybody. All right, let's keep going. There are some awesome features down here that I want to show you too. Remember, I talked about them. Okay, before we get into that, let's go here to the right, and we'll see that we got another great bedroom. This is a good size in here too. Because of these two windows, because of the paint, the high ceilings, this feels big. And we still have another bathroom in here. This one's unique in itself because it has its separate area for the commode. It's got a single vanity, surprisingly enough, and a big old shower. Again, different tile, different tile. So here's the part that I really wanted to show you, okay? You could probably already see it in the camera, but we have two rooms with built-in bunk beds. Now, you as somebody that wants to rent this out and make the most amount of money, if you're doing an Airbnb, VRBO, you can say how many beds there are, not necessarily bedrooms. And if this is already built in, which it is, and it is pretty robust. Look at this thing. It is pretty robust here, right? Adults will go in that, and clumsy vacationing adults will have a hard time wrecking this. If you have kids, you know that they want to destroy everything, right? This is pretty durable, and it's not just in one room. So we have these bunk beds in here, and again, we do have another bath just attached to this unit that those 2 to 4 people are going to use. Again, separate. It's so unique, like every single stand-up shower, tub shower combo, like they're all different, the tiles were. They put a lot of custom work into this. Okay, and heading out back, the small little balcony, again to get away from the privacy. Or my favorite is if you want to throw things at people that are down in this pool. Yeah, that's your pool. But not much to look at back here because that's back where you have the outside mall that's out there, the commons, a lot of the different restaurants. It's a very short way away, but we're gonna go into that pool. We're gonna talk more about that here in just a moment, but let's go ahead and get back inside. All right, and of course, more storage. All right, let's keep going. Again, another awesome, this is a copy, it's just flipped for what we just saw in the other room. Really nice quality. We also have the outdoor balcony that we talked about before, okay? And we do have another bath in here, but I have another surprise for you once we get done looking at this. Really nice, right? Like every time I walk into these, I'm like, man, tons of counter space too. We have more storage. But hidden here in this corner, man, a couple more bunk beds. Now, these are just the standard ones that you're gonna see in most VRBOs, Airbnbs that are in here. But it's nice, again, count 2 more beds, and you're gonna be looking to make some more money, which is why we're gonna talk about here in a little bit towards the end of this video. I'm gonna tell you what this unit potentially could gross every single year, right? So make sure to stick around. We're almost there. I'm going to tell you what the price is and what your gross annual is. Okay, let's venture down. We're going to get into the kitchen and we're going to go outside. We're going to see what else we've got. So again, I love these stairs, but this is what I want to show you. Look at how beautiful and open this is. This always looks so much better from the stairs, doesn't it? But absolutely gorgeous, this kitchen over here. This kitchen itself has a wraparound kitchen island that you can see now, right? They've got the white shaker cabinets all throughout here, quartz countertops. Everything here is stainless steel appliances, right? You could fit 8, which they have, little bench seats, stools throughout the entire time here. With all these beds, we gotta have people to eat, right? So we not only have this kitchen, but we have a giant table comfortably sitting, and these all look like vacation chairs too, woohoo! Comfortably fitting at least 8. Could you add more in here? Yes, there is a ton of space. There's a ton of space. You wanna get something that's got a leaf that extends even further down, you know, you've got it. So let's go back into this kitchen. I could see this being great, especially if you're entertaining, because on this side, obviously you're not gonna be putting stools, you'll be prepping, but there's a ton of counter space. You've got a nice big oven, you've got the dishwasher in here, and here's something really cool, is instead of putting the microwave above and cluttering this space over here above the range, it's actually here in the countertop. Now, some people don't like that they have to bend down, but as far as open space, this is nice. And I don't know about you, but when I pull things out and I'm lifting up versus bringing down, I have a lot better chance of not spilling stuff. One thing I always like to check here too is these doors, right? Are they soft close? Because if you're gonna pay this sort of money, oh, they are, woo! All right, if you're gonna pay this sort of money, you might as well have the best of the best in here, and that's what you're gonna get with this type of home. You'll even see that they have soft close on the actual cabinet doors. Isn't that cool? Heck, I didn't even know that until I started getting into real estate. But if you are curious about the other different features that you can get in homes like this, again, this is another reason to reach out to us here. Give us a text or call, and we could talk about the different things and the price points that you can get, whether you're moving here or if you are just investing. Okay. So continuing to go around here, we've got this big sink in here. I love these single sinks versus the dual sinks. I find it like I can't fit most of the pots and pans in here when I'm cleaning, and I have the dual sink. Now it's nice to have the different types of water, but you know what else I use? This. It's called a dishwasher. So I'm just gonna rinse this and throw that in there, unless, you know, we almost messed a pot up. Now, a cool part about this too, we've got under the cabinet lighting. Now this, it's the morning time, right? It's during the day, it's sunny out, so it doesn't quite pop like it does at night, but you can imagine what this really looks like in the feel that you're gonna have from it. Again, big range that we have in here. Again, if you wanted to, you could replace the range, get a double oven, it would fit in here. Under that, we do have the stainless steel double doors for your refrigerator, and just really nice staging, wouldn't you imagine? But like I alluded to earlier, the function of this kitchen is nice because you can see that we've got outlets, we've got tons of storage. You can use pretty much all of this counter space here, and you could use this entire quarter, if not half, of this quartz counter island for food prep, or just to put food out, or you can use this other counter space here. I know when I'm throwing big parties or if I'm gonna cater something, that's the big part I'm always concerned about, is do I have enough place for people to come around and serve themselves if I'm gonna put out the finished food, or if we are gonna prep, or if we're ordering in. So this is awesome when we're looking at that. Now we know that not everybody's gonna eat up here, or you may have more people and more guests. So we have tons of space with this big wraparound couch in the living room, couple of extra seats. But again, this just looks great. This accent wall that they were able to put over here, like you can see that this isn't just paint, right? They actually put this in that does have some depth to it, like really quality finishes, really quality. Let's give one less pan in here before we head outside. Outside's the entertainment part. Like this is super cool. Let's go take a look outside. We got the sliding glass door, and the big part about this that I think you'll really love is that it does have a overhang in here. So if it does start raining, or if the sun's beating on you, you can get away from it. Now, where this house is positioned, you're not going to have to worry about too much sun getting back into here, into your prep area, but you will still have plenty openness down here in the pool and your hot tub. It's not a huge backyard, but I don't think you need it, to be quite honest, with the access down to the beach and everything like that, right? So you have a built-in grill right here. Let's open that up a little bit further. Hopefully you guys see in here. Needs a little bit of a cleaning, but lots and lots of space in there. It's nice when it's built in, right? You pretty much just get to use it like you would a regular range, but it's a grill, heck yeah. And of course, another wet bar. Now this is the place to have it, right? You got people coming up here, you know, maybe you're serving drinks, or this is a prep area for the grill out where people are coming out, grabbing some burgers, sitting out in the sun, just enjoying the nice Florida weather. Having a sink in here is great when you're prepping food. And of course, we have another fridge out here for your delicious libations. Once again, whatever you want to put in here. For me, it would be delicious craft beers. Cobblestones throughout. This is what they did. They put that throughout here. And this pool is not a liner. So if you don't know too much about these pools, you'll either have a liner or the stone, which they call goodnight, if I'm saying that correctly. If I haven't, I've been saying it wrong for years. Actually, leave that in the comments below if I've said this incorrectly. Tell me what I'm supposed to say for that. But yeah, going back, well, this is a good sized pool. You've got the area that you can hang out. Actually, this is nice because it's only a couple inches deep. And here you can put some of those lawn chairs, not those, but they have specific ones that just sit on the bottom. So you're sort of in the water, but still getting the sun. And it's got a nice deep end. This isn't too deep, looking more like 8 feet at its deepest point, but you really don't need much because you're a golf cart or a ride away from the beach, and that's where you're probably gonna wanna hang out anyway. But once you're done with that, this is cool to still get that water in. Now I love this too, because it's got the overflow here, and you do have the hot tub. See, it's got the jets and everything else in there. Still goodnight, but plenty of room. You can see over here, we have the controller for it as well. So you can set whatever you want. It's actually built in here. Most of the places it's gonna be over there on the house in a separate controller in a box that might be locked. Here it's right where you need it to be. And since we're back here, I wanna show you the back end of the house. We got the sun in there making a nice effect. But those are the 2 balconies that we saw earlier in this video. Go ahead and showcase that. So this is a really nice place to hang out, and either before or after you head down to the beach. So we're gonna walk back in here. I'm gonna go ahead and prep for the cold just for you, since you stuck around on this video for so long. But we're gonna go for a little drive down to the beach, or some of the beach accesses, so you can see what it's like in the golf cart that is actually with this property here. We'll also go towards the end of this video, we're gonna hit what this price was for this location. We'll also talk about the gross rent. See, I'm still using my cheat sheet. Yeah, I'd say I'm gonna go put a jacket on and let's go for a drive. You guys ready? All right, so we're getting prepped to head out down to golf cart style, a little vlog style, down to the beach. Locking up. Okay, we're gonna take the golf cart because this is the style that you're gonna get, you know, coming out here. So let's go ahead and jump in it, and we're gonna go for a little drive. Now, one thing about these golf carts, guys, is that if you do get one, it does have to be registered, right? It does have to be registered with Florida because it is a moving vehicle. And these ones even have seat belts. So let's go for a bit of a drive. So you still have to obey the rules of the road. We have lights on this, you can see in the back here. You're gonna have to go backwards. Make sure I don't hit anybody or anything. Let's go. So no, you don't want to see me this entire time, so I'm gonna flip this around and we're gonna go for a bit of a drive. As you can see, it is the off season. We got a lot of people working out here, getting these things ready. Now, if you are in a golf cart, you still got to obey all the rules of the road. And Also know that there are only specific places that we can take this golf cart. So we can't go north or through Highway 98, so we can only stay south of 98. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive by, and we're gonna see some different beach access points. Since we are in the golf cart, the cool part is that parking's not gonna suck so bad, because we got plenty of that. We got plenty of space. So you can see here we have the trail, Barracuda Trail. Harpoon Beach Trail. Now look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You wouldn't know it was only 40-something degrees out right now. So if you're curious how fast we're going, these things can only go about 25 miles per hour, at least the one that I'm sitting in. You can get some beefy ones that'll go a lot faster, but I don't know if they classify it as a golf cart. I'm not sure if I would go golfing at this. My friends would never want to go with me again. Although, to be quite honest, I don't know if they go with me anyway because I spend so much time in the woods, but. All right. So this is pretty cool, right? So you can see here that we've got golf cart parking only. You guys see that? So if you see this, this is a pretty good indication that you're in the right spot, right? But you can see we have the access to this beautiful beach here. Absolutely gorgeous. And this down here is where Destin Crab Shack is, which we're going to drive down by this here in a little bit. But I wanted to show you, this is actually called James Lee Beach. And you have access to this by a quick golf cart ride. That was only about 2-3 minutes, depending on how fastly we sped that up for you. But this is James Lee Beach. Beautiful white sand, just absolutely gorgeous. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back and I'll show you, we'll drive by the Destin Crab Shack so you can see what that has. There are a couple pavilions that are out here too. It's first come, first serve. So get here early enough, get your golf cart, throw some stuff in there. This is nice too because you can just shuttle a bunch of people coming back and forth from your house. And yeah, buckle up and we'll keep going, all right? All right, we're coming up on one of the pavilions. There are 4 here that are total. I'll come over a little bit closer. There's picnic tables and things that are in there. And it's first come, first serve. So you can't reserve it. You just got to get up early enough to beat everybody else out to it. You have Destin Crab Shack out here. You do have public restrooms here with showers. So it's a pretty nice place coming down to our area here. So we're gonna go ahead and turn around and head on back. And we get to see some of the beautiful houses out here. So since we're driving back and we're seeing some more of this, you're probably wondering, hey Tim, what's cold down here? What are your seasonalities? Well, normally in our January, February, even into March, we can get a typical low of around 45. So that's 45 degrees to 55 is what we typically get here. Now, on occasions, it will dip into the 30s. It will go into the 20s. I've seen, you know, once or twice a year, but that doesn't even happen every single year. But we only have a winter that lasts not long at all. We're talking maybe 2 to 3 months, and then it gets really nice. It gets real nice, and we get back to the warmer weather. Now, what are some of the best times to be here as far as weather's concerned? I'm going to say in the spring and in the late fall. Mainly because you're not dying because of the heat. You won't have as many vacationers down here. If the house that you're looking at is something that you want to stay part-time, you may want to consider having the spring and into the fall, those times to really enjoy. Plus your summer months are going to be those ones where you're gonna create the most revenue at that home. So we're gonna head on back here, just so you guys can see the trip. All right, here we are, home sweet home. Okay, so you have been wondering, hey Tim, what does a house like this behind us, how much does this cost? What's the market value of it currently at this time? So right now you can get a home just like this here in the Destin area for $2.875 million. Yeah, that's it. I know if you've looked around this area, you're like, yeah, most of these things that we were looking in this area, if you're down by the Gulf or whatever, could be a heck of a lot more than that. But not only that, right? If you are looking for this and you're wondering what does it actually bring in, this type of unit, this type of home can bring in about $300,000. That's $300,000 in gross revenue each and every year. So if you think that's going to offset the cost for what and how you would finance a property like this, man, that's a reason to give us a call, because we can help you out not just with this properties, but anything further from here. Also, you'll want to check out some other videos that we have popping up here just in a moment. If you're curious more about this area, if you want to see other listings that are not just in the Destin area, but the entire surrounding area. So go ahead and check these things out.